Now, the talk of the town,
Yep.
as far as football is concerned, one player that's in the lips of everyone, young chap, young fella, you know, a Spaniard. I'm trying to walk your brains now to know who I'm trying to talk about.
Lamine Yamal. Yama Yama.
Lamine Yamal. Now, a lot of people have come out to say that he's the best player in the world at the moment. Now, I mean, we have other right wingers across the globe. I mean,
So the Bukayo Saka conversation is dead now.
No, that's where I'm coming from. I'm going to throw him in the picture. There's Bukayo Saka. There's Mo Salah. There's maybe Mbuemo at Brentford.
Leave that one.
I'm talking about left wingers now. But would you say, or would you agree rather with the opinion that Lamine Yamal right now is the best player in the world? If you put everything together, the numbers, the style of play, the flair, and everything, would you say he's the best player in the world?
No, but when I say no, it's not to diminish him, but I'll have to give respect to Mo Salah. I think that Mo Salah doesn't get the respect that he deserves. The number of goals he scored this season, he led Liverpool to the knockout stage of the Champions League before they were beaten by Paris Saint-Germain, not Barcelona. And Lamine Yamal is a rising star. It's a shooting star. He's coming off the shoot like a fitness, but not out of the ashes of defeat. Mo Salah, on the other hand, is winding down, but he's still got a year or two to play in this is wind down season. If you look at the numbers, Lamine Yamal's numbers are not better than Mo Salah this season. He may have done more dribbles. That's because he's young, youthful, and exuberant. Mo Salah have done those dribbles in time past. Now he knows where the ball is going, and he knows how not to burn too much energy and just stick the ball in the net. In the early days of Messi, he could dribble from his own defense to the opponent defense, but then in the later years, you saw him just standing all through. The World Cup that he won, he didn't work as much as he did in 2014 when he got to the finals and lost. But that World Cup, you could see that he was more impactful. Almost every goal or penalties that he won, everything, he played a part. If he's not the direct one making the assists, he's the secondary assist maker. So if we're going to judge football based on eye test, history, statistics and all that, you will stick with Mo Salah at the top of the conversation. And if we're honest to ourselves, Lamine Yamal is not going to win the Ballon d'Or this season. He might win it next season or the season after, but he's definitely not going to win it this season. Would Mo Salah win it? I don't know. Mo Salah have always had the bad end of the stick when it comes to judging that. And somehow Lamine Yamal might not be the player of the season in La Liga, so he might be the player of the season for Barcelona, but I don't think he might be the player of the season. It's not like he's not done well. This conversation is not where the two truths can stand side by side. So yeah. Lamine Yamal is an exciting player. He's an excellent player. His dribbles is beautiful. He is one of the reasons why the game of football is called a beautiful game. And his take-ons, when you watch him pre-play, he's predictable. But he does that thing that is so predictable and still get away with it, makes it so amazing.
Seems the world took notice in that Champions League game against Inter. That first leg where the whole world was talking about his performance on the day.
But I don't like when we would isolate one or two games and just say that's what make you. There's a whole season. And you lost to a team in that game against Inter Milan. So whether we like it or not, we're not going to sit here and judge the heir apparent to the throne. It's like saying because of what Anthony Edwards did against the Lakers, Luka Doncic and LeBron James, all of a sudden we should not say that Anthony Edwards is the best player, is better than everybody. No. Currently he's in form, but even in that form, there are still other players across Europe that are doing better. I'll take Mo Salah ahead of Lamine Yamal on the basis of this season. Going forward, obviously, Lamine Yamal will take the throne, but he's not yet on the throne. Lamine Yamal is like David. He was anointed by Samuel, but it took him another 15 years before he ascended the throne. So
there have been some comparisons with Messi as well. At his age, the way he plays, and Lionel Messi comes into the mind.
I think the Messi conversation or comparison is not fair because Lamine Yamal plays more like Neymar, Santos Neymar, MSN Neymar than Messi. Okay, there is the ability to read the game that Messi has that probably he learned from. So when you have the ability to grow in the presence of Messi, Neymar, Suarez, there's quite a lot of things you will pick from them. And you train in the same facility that produce those players. There's a lot you will take from them. But if you ask me, the only thing they have in common is that the both of them play out wide on the right when they are left-footed players. But in his style of play, the way he dribbles, the way he moves, the chances he creates, the ease with which he plays the ball, it's more of a Neymar hybrid than a Messi. And the people who sit back and they're like, oh, this man will make us forget Messi. No, nobody is going to forget Messi. We've not forgotten Maradona. We've not forgotten Michel Platini. We've not forgotten Zico. We've not forgotten Socrates. I don't know what they need about people wanting to forget one person, want to knock person. No, we're not going to forget anybody. Cristiano Ronaldo, in all of his excellence, magisterial performance, goal scoring excellence, we did not forget Sig Figo. We did not even forget Eder Postiga. We did not forget Vominia Boban. We're not going to forget Messi. He is not a Messi. He is Lamine Yamal. Doesn't have much in comparison to Messi like he does Neymar. To me, I think he's more of the hybrid version of Neymar than he is Messi. It's my opinion anyway.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.